Lent is here, and if we're honest, most years we step into it with good intentions, and then life hits. We start strong, then the cravings show up, the irritability, the tiredness, the maybe I'll start again tomorrow. So let's approach this the way the church learned to approach it over centuries, not with hype, with wisdom, with a plan you can actually live. For Christians before us, Lent was never just a tradition, it was a season of training, a return to what matters, a way to clear the fog, so God can be heard again. That's what the desert is for, not punishment, clarity. One of the oldest pieces of advice you'll find in church history is simple. Don't wait for Lent to begin before you start getting ready. Because if your days are full of noise, comfort, and constant stimulation, 40 days of fasting won't feel spiritual. It'll feel impossible. So preparation matters. The early church built entire run-ups to Lent for this reason. They eased into it. They started reducing things slowly. They created space before the fast demanded it. If you want to make it through 40 days, start by choosing an intention. Not a vague one. Not, I'll try harder. Something real. Maybe you're fasting because you're tired of being pulled around by impulses. Maybe you want to heal a habit you've been battling for years. Maybe you're fasting for someone you love. Maybe you're fasting because you need God to feel close again. Give the fast a purpose, because without an offering, it turns into willpower, and willpower doesn't last 40 days. Now here's the part the saints were blunt about. You can keep every rule about food and still miss the whole point. They warned people about fasting with a clean plate and a messy heart. If you're fasting but staying bitter, if you're fasting but cutting people down, if you're fasting but full of pride, then something is off. The oldest Lenten sermons say it in different ways, but the idea is the same. If you want your stomach to fast, let your mouth fast too. From gossip, from harshness, from the need to win every conversation. Lent works best when the outside and the inside match. And if you're serious about this, you'll have to simplify more than meals, because you can't live at full speed and expect to fast deeply. You can't stay overbooked, overstimulated, and exhausted, then act surprised when fasting makes you miserable. Historically, Christians slowed down during Lent. They weren't trying to cram it into a life that never pauses. They made room. Less entertainment, less noise, less self-indulgence. Not because creation is bad, but because constant consumption makes the heart dull. The monks had a rhythm that kept them steady, not complicated, just consistent. In the morning, they offered the day. They named their intention. They asked for strength. Even a short prayer did something important. It reminded them they weren't trying to win Lent. They were walking with Christ. Midday, they paused. Even if it was brief. A moment to stop running. A moment to notice hunger without panicking. A moment to turn discomfort into prayer. Because hunger is loud, and it can either drag you around, or it can become an offering. At night, they looked back. Not with self-hate, not with drama, just honesty. Where did I give in? Where did I choose comfort over love? Where did I grow? Then they slept, and they started again. That's the secret most people miss. Lent isn't built on perfection. It's built on returning, again and again. If you follow a structure like that, the weeks start to change you. The first week is mostly about control. Getting your meals steady, avoiding random snacking, keeping it simple, not heroic, consistent. Then comes the wall that has been hitting people for centuries. Week 2. When the excitement is gone, when desire gets louder, when your brain starts bargaining. That's normal. It doesn't mean you're failing. It means the fast is doing what it's supposed to do. By week 3, something deeper shows up. Not just cravings, attitudes, restlessness, the urge to distract yourself all the time. For a lot of people, this is the week they realize, I'm not just addicted to food, I'm addicted to comfort. And that's exactly what Lent reveals. Not to shame you, to free you. Later in Lent, the focus shifts. It becomes less about what am I eating, and more about what's happening inside me. Impatience, pride, judgment, the constant need to be right. Fasting shines a light on all of it, and that can feel uncomfortable because it's real. But there's another reason Lent gets hard. The church never pretended it was only physical. The saints called it what it is: spiritual resistance, discouragement that comes out of nowhere, irritation that seems disproportionate, temptations that feel timed perfectly. They didn't freak out about it. They expected it. And they taught one rule: don't negotiate with discouragement. Keep going, quietly, steadily. On the worst days, don't aim for intensity. Aim for faithfulness. If you're tempted to quit completely, don't. Reduce the fast if you need to. Make it simpler. But keep the line. Because a humble fast you actually keep is far stronger than an extreme plan that collapses. And Lent was never meant to stay focused on the self. From the beginning, Christians connected fasting with generosity. What you don't eat becomes something you give. Even if it's small, even if it's hidden, because fasting empties you, and mercy keeps that emptiness from turning into self-absorption. And through the whole season, keep this in front of you. Lent is moving somewhere. It's not 40 days of deprivation. It's 40 days of getting ready. Ready for Easter. Ready to meet Christ with a cleaner heart. Ready to hear God without all the noise. Jesus went into the desert first. He didn't do it because he needed cleansing. He did it because we do. So when Lent feels lonely, remember you're not walking alone. If you stay with it, if you keep coming back, if you don't let discouragement decide the story, something shifts. You start to notice you don't need as much as you thought. You start to breathe differently. You start to see yourself more clearly. And in that clarity, God feels closer, not because life became easier, but because your heart became quieter. And when Easter arrives, it won't just be a holiday. It'll feel like something you earned in the best sense, not earned like payment, earned like a harvest. Because you stayed, you endured, you let the desert do its work. So go into Lent calmly, with purpose, with a steady rhythm, with less noise, with more prayer, with mercy for others, and with patience for yourself. The desert is not a place to prove something. It's a place to be changed. And the one who met people in the desert will meet you there too. If this meditation helped you enter Lent with a deeper heart, take a moment and share in the comments. What are you offering this Lent? And what are you hoping God will change in you? I read every message, and I pray for you. And if you want more quiet reflections, cinematic meditations, and deeper spiritual guidance, please like this video and subscribe. Walk this journey with us. Peace be with you, and may this Lent truly transform your heart.